Yo, what's up, my stalkers? How you guys doing today? I think I'm just gonna round up this the Stanley Parable, and
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
sound was pretty loud. Okay, I went up twice, but I didn't go down, so I'm just gonna go down here. And once I've done this, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna do the other ending where you press on the mind control facility, where you press on instead of off, because it went dark last time, and somebody said if you turn it on again, you get to see what
But
happened
Stanley just couldn't do it.
to the
He considered the
co-workers.
possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Where did my
And for
feet
that matter,
go?
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he
the
came to the
hell?
conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm dreaming.
Dreaming!
Yes.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, cool.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How
What
was
the
he
hell?
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
12B4.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Wait.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh,
Now,
spoiled
hearing the
coffee.
voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After
Can't
all,
read.
he knew for
Must
certain, beyond a
be
doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Too
Did the
hot?
voice not see him
I can't
float
read
and
it.
make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
This
This
is
voice was a
starting to
part of
sound a bit
himself
creepy.
too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control,
the-
that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
What the hell?
And he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside
This
this
will be a
one.
perfect moment for jump scare or something.
Let
You
me
open
wake
your
up,
eyes and it
he
goes
thought
like,
to himself.
"Rah!"
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
This is really,
I am
really,
okay.
really weird. Nope.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
This
just
is too
someone tell me I'm
weird.
real. I must be real. I must be.
This
Can
is
anyone hear my
weird.
voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn
And
to
all
go
this
call
for
an
just
ambulance, for
taking
just a few brief
the
moments,
stairs down
she
instead of
considered the
up.
strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she
Weird.
knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered
Really?
the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And then she turned and ran. This is so weird. This is such a mindfuck game.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This is different as well. What the fuck? I just rushed through here, pressed these buttons because I remember this, and now the narrator says you have to wait.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
You're trying to be too quick, and the narrator just tells you as well. Okay, that was good. I didn't expect that to happen.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Okay,
Stanley
well,
decided
we are
that this
here.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
You can
For
finally
he
choose.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Nope, we've done everything he says, and at the very end, we're gonna enable this again and see what happens.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Loading mind control
Oh,
system.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
I know,
If
I
you want to
know.
throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated
shit.
without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Uh-oh.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't
shit.
it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Oh, shit.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape
Uh-oh.
it to your heart's desires.
What do I do?
Oh,
What do
this
I
is
do?
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes
What do we
off.
do?
But what precious moments each one of them is.
Oh shit, doors
More
are closing.
time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
What am I
all this
doing?
means. I
What do we
barely
do?
know where to start.
Oh, I don't like this. I hate
You'd like
timers.
to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood.
Shit.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Ah, well,
I
tell me.
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
This is no helping.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
Turn it off?
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
I have no idea what
only
to do.
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
Shit.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What do we do?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that?
Exactly.
Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley,
Such
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I don't know what to do.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it.
Let's just look at the timer.
It's all the same to me. All a part of
I've tried everything.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
What? So you couldn't escape. You couldn't escape this. It's so weird. It's so weird. I thought you would get to see your coworkers or something. You would get out of there with everybody. Okay, if you have any other ideas on this, let me know in the comment section. I will gladly try it out for you, but I will make a really short video then. If you had enough of this game as well, just let me know as well in the comment section, so we get to pick a new game. I'm not sure on what other game I'm going to play though. I'll have to think about that. But in the meantime, there's always Batman on the channel. Well, at least when I'm not sick. As you know, I was sick for 4 days now. It's getting better now, but you can still hear a bit of my voice and I'm talking through my nose a bit. So okay guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.
Hey you guys, thank you for watching, Stalkers. Remember to like, favorite, comment and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Oh god, what the hell is this game?